All right, when on the beginning of the 70s, we saw the riders that we like to approach a little bit more the FEI and try to make the FEI listen what the riders need and what the sport needs, because in the end, this sport is a riding sport, and on that moment, the FEI was completely blind from the voice of the riders. So it was not very easy. I have some reactions, and but a group of riders very active at this moment, like Raimundo, Mati, Alvin, myself, and some other ones, some of the English, Harvey or Cinco or David. So we push and we compose and we create the club. And then, say to make it time short, in the end, the FEI, 20, 30 years later, understand, and the beginning to listen to the riders, and the riders have one position on the committee, and and then establish one dialogue that I think is important, and there's still a lot of things to do. I don't think that is completely perfect, because always I feel that the FEI reaction a little bit against the riders, and this sport is for the riders and for the horses and for the owners, and for that is, but it's much better, and I think people are not 100% happy, but they live in better days. Well, in the older days, was more a family. Not so many riders, well, much less than now. Now it's thousands of riders. The sport became really big. Everywhere people riding, and the sport get very popular. And of course, have everything in life progress. Get a much more better riders also, because they compete more. I said that on the old days, the riders was more people from let's say horse people. And now I said, to simplify it, I said that before we have equestrian sport and business, and now business and equestrian sport. So we hope, like in other sports, that get the same evaluation, progress, like Formula One and all the sport, everything progress, is to people to hold that and never forget that sport need to go first. Well, it's, I was very happy to see here these results, and then this initiative from this academy. See a group of very good riders now here, and everywhere. And I think when the people are on this age, what I observe, have a good number of boys and girls very dedicated, and that give really her life for the sport. That is necessary, because in nowadays we don't have too much possibilities. Prize money was very small, and it was almost very difficult to live from the sport. So, and then was love of the ride of the horse that make the people survive. Now have much more facility, but sometimes the facility is not so good. Is when people have a need to do is much better. That the facility sometimes is not so good. But what I have been observed on the good level is quite good. I'm happy the way that people are doing. I'm a little bit away from the high sport now. I take a little bit more care for eventer. I train in the Australian team, and then that's a good example, because these people from the eventer riders don't have a so easy life, and then you need to really dedicate and put your heart strong on your sport and on the horses.